the one, the only, Ben Sion. Good afternoon, welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun, Mitzion. Today we finished Masechah Shekalim, Paraches, Mishnah Ches, and we started Masechah Yoma. I want to talk about the last Mishnah, Masechah Shekalim. And it ends off at Machlokas between Rabbanan and Reb Shimon. What about Shekalim and Bikurim don't apply nowadays? Shekalim because it was for Korbanot Tzibur. There's no base of Mikdash, there are Korbanos anymore. And Bikurim, because it says in the pasuk of Bikurim, Reishis Bikurim, Matzka Tavi Beis Hashem Elokacha. You should bring the Bikurim to the bias. If there's no base on Mikdash, there's no point of Bikurim. What about if you, nowadays, I would go ahead, and I would take money, I would say, this is for a Machzah Shekel. People do this before Purim. Or you say, this first fruit in Eretz Yisrael, Bikurim only apply to the Shivas Amidim in Eretz Yisrael. It happens to be, and you say this is Bikurim. Is it effective? And they're going to say it's effective. Now, it's effective. You can't bring it to the base of Mikdash. There is no base on Mikdash. You have to, redeem it onto money and throw the money into the Yam. But is it effective or not? I want to say it's effective. Reb Shimon Omer Bikurim Kodesh Einam Kodesh. He says Bikurim is not effective, which is implying that by Shekalim it is effective. So what's the distinction according to Reb Shimon? Why by Shekalim is it effective nowadays and Bikurim is not effective? So the answer, I believe, is that the whole idea of Bikurim doesn't apply nowadays. It says Reishis Bikurim Tavi Beis Hashem Elokacha. The whole idea is contingent on being a bias. There's no bias. There's no Bikurim. But let's get back to Shekalim, Machzah Shekel, the entire what this Masechta is dealing with, the Masechta Shekalim, and we know the whole point of the Machzah Shekel, when you donate the Machzah Shekel, that was put in the Lishka, Truma in the Lishka, a certain chamber where they would take money and purchase the Korbanos Tzibur. So does this money that you would donate for Machzah Shekel, does it have automatic Kedushas HaGuf, or is it just Kedushas Damim? What's there in Kedushas Guf and Kedushas Damim? For example, if I say an animal is Kodesh Lebedek Abayis, or say this animal, Hare Alai, to bring a korban. I accept I'm going to bring a korban. So you bet an animal. So it wasn't that you're designating this animal to be a korban. This could be the animal. If this animal gets lost, I'll bring another animal. So there's only Kedushas Damim on that. Or if I say this Sefer is for the Beis HaMikdash, the value of the Sefer is for the Beis HaMikdash, the Damim, the value is it. They're not going to be able to use this in the Beis HaMikdash. It's not part of the Avodah. But and then there's Kedushas HaGuf, where you say Harezek Korban. You say the animal is Korban, that's Kedushas HaGuf. And there's different halachas if it's Kedushas HaGuf versus Kedushas Damim. If the actual animal is Kedushas HaGuf, so there's stricter halachas in Me'ilah over there. And, if the animal gets a mum, if the animal gets a mum, it gets a blemish, so you can't bring that animal anymore. There's a whole din of Psulei HaMukdashin, right? It becomes possible because of a blemish. You have to let it, graze or whatever, and there's different things that redeeming it. It's harder to redeem such a thing. Damim just means the value is kodesh, but the actual thing is not actual kodesh. So here also, when you donate the Machzah Shekel, it's being used for karbanos, but do you give it Kedushas HaGuf, that basically it's going to be used specifically for an animal? Or is it really just a donation to the Beis HaMikdash, and the values on the Beis HaMikdash, not these specific coins? Whatever I want to do, I want to do. That's what Rabbi Shimon is basically saying over there. Shekalim is Kedushas Damim. It's not Kedushas HaGuf. So it applies nowadays. Because Kedushas HaGuf doesn't apply nowadays. You can't be Makdish an animal. There's no Mizbeach. There's no Beis HaMikdash. But to be Makdish Damim, the value of something in the Beis HaMikdash, that, because one of the Beis HaMikdash should be rebuilt. Right? To Makdish the goof of an animal, it's right now, you can't bring it. You're not going to wait, right? There's an answer of Baal Ta'acher. Baal Ta'acher, you can't wait with an animal more than 3 regalim. But the Beis HaMikdash should be rebuilt at any time, maybe in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So Kedushas Damim could always apply. The value will apply. So nowadays it could apply, Rabbi Shimon says. Bikurim doesn't apply. And I believe in the Rabbanan hold that that's true also. They say it applies, both things apply. Machzah Shekel because Kedushas Damim. And Bikurim, right, maybe they hold also that Bikurim, that's the Machlokas, Reb Shimon and the Rabbanan. Reb Shimon holds that Bikurim is Kedushas HaGuf, right? The actual fruits are they're supposed to be given to the Kohen. You bring it to the Beis HaMikdash, given to the Kohen. So there's no Kedushas HaGuf when there's no Beis HaMikdash. But according to the Rabbanan, maybe it's Kedushas Damim. Until you give it to the Kohen, it's kadosh for the value, but it's not kadosh itself, the actual goof of the fruit, the first fruits. of the Zion Minim are not actually kadosh yet, and therefore they have kedushas damim, which is less kadosh, less holy than kedusha guf. I believe that's possible that both of them have kedushas damim. I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you on the next one.